Okay, good morning. It's March 14th. It's about 7:07 a.m. This is what we're looking at today. Let's check a chart for the 10-year just to see what happened for the overnight. Basically just went sideways in this area, and then let's see, pit opened. Pretty much been on a little mini trend ever since. So it shot up, it exceeded the overnight high, immediately sold back down. That's kind of where I came in. It was trading right around the point of control, 23, half 24, and then it's been getting bid ever since. Equities, or at least the ES, opened, traded momentarily up in this area, and then it's been pretty weak ever since. So I hesitate to take a short right now. Looking at the calendar, the economic calendar, we had some news come out this morning. We had new home sales is a huge miss. They were estimating negative 0.9%, and it was actually negative 6.9%. So that's not good. So yeah, at this point, this is just charging higher. You can see they went 5,000 up. Lifted the offer, almost the entire offer, and then, immediately 5,000 on the bid, or 6,000 on the bid at 26. So that's not something you want to step in front of. So basically the play here is looking for a lot of absorption, which is kind of what's happening. Let's see if we can fade this market. That's really the only play. Or you can wait for a pullback to support, which right now would be 25 half, I guess. Some pretty good volume over here. This is previous though. This is a prior print. But we got some pretty good volume here in the 5-year. 30 years pushing highs. 5 years got developing a high volume node there. And we want to look for ES over here to start building some volume. Build a little base for a move higher, and then that would take, in an ideal normal situation, it would take treasuries of bonds lower. So that was pretty classic absorption and backtaking there. Sellers absorbed 10,000 at 26 half, and they just backticked it, which means they basically attacked back down. So we want to keep an eye as it comes back up to 26 half. So what we want to see there for a short confirmation would be for more absorption to happen and see some back and forth. I think it's a little late on that one. We'll see if the ES takes a shit here. This could spike higher and be a pretty quick out. Or I could not get filled at all. So 30-year run offer at 31. They're already hitting the bid at 26. In the 10-year, I might not even get filled on this. Only 1,000 contracts in the queue. 30 years hitting the bid at 30. So there's our fill. Here we go. Let's go. Stack this up. The overnight high would be a really good spot for support. So I could easily see this trading back down if we get through 25.5, because that was the double top in the pit session. Come on. Need these bids to start pulling off. $30 years gone offer at 30. Come on, pull off. Good. Perfect. See that? Went from 5,000 to like 1,700. Whoops, that ain't gonna work. Come on, pull off. Pull off. So I moved my stop up just because you can tell there's this negative correlation going on here between the ES and Treasuries bonds. And the way this is stalling right here, this has already been kind of identified as support. It's starting to stall out. ES came up here to the VWAP, which is a typical place where they, it would trade back up to, and I could see them easily just selling this right back down, which would cause treasuries to pop back up again. So just want to make sure I lock in those profits, even if it's only a tick. If it does come all the way back up to 26.5, 27, I could look at maybe selling it again. Ideally, if this trade would just play out, I wouldn't have to worry about it. But you can already see this 7,400 at the bid at the overnight high, which again would be a natural support level. 30-year went off for 29. Still want to see this bid pull off. Just completely stalled out. 5-year starting to trade down a little bit. Stopped out. All right, we'll just reset everything and take another look. As it trades back up. I think next time I would take another contract off at 2 ticks just to lock in some more profits, I think. Well, that sucks. So maybe my calculation of trying to lock in that 1 tick basically cost me 3-4 ticks. Lesson learned.